Hello, I'm Linda Heath. I work for BuildMyTalent. My background is talent acquisition in-house and in agency. So I've posted a lot of jobs, usually in a candidate shortage. And today I'm going to talk you through posting a job on the BuildMyTalent platform with a couple of tips as well on the options you have to get a good result from BuildMyTalent. So the first thing you need to do is go to the job board page, and from there you click the login, and that will take you through to a login page. You need to have an account set up in order to progress to this point, but you'll find contact details on the website that we can do that for you very easily. So from here you log in, and this will take you to the job postings dashboard. I'm going to post a new job, so I go up here to post a new job, or there's a quick button here. And today I'm going to post a role for an architect. The subdescription I'm going to leave for a bit and come back to that because there are some options. So the next bit I'm going to do is the main description. Now, I don't have a job description for an architect, so I've used Bard to come up with a basic description, and I've just added a couple of bits to that. I've added an opening line. As an architect at Acumen Construction, you'll be responsible for design and planning of homes and residential developments, but the rest of this has just come straight from AI. And I'm just going to space it out so it's a little bit more attractive as I go through here. And then I'm going to think about a couple of other things. I've already added a little bit about the soft skills here and into the job description. And I'm also going to add something at the outset about corporate cultural branding. So here, at the top, I'm just going to add my opening branding intro. I expect quite a few of you would work with a standard intro that you would use on all job ads. So all of it goes in here, your branding, your summary, responsibilities, your candidate spec, and everything. This brings me back to the subdescription section. So in most job boards, they would automatically take just the leading couple of sentences out from your description, and that's what would appear on the job listing page. But what you have on BuildMyTalent is an opportunity to use these precious few words that candidates see when they're looking at a whole list of jobs, to see if you can perhaps put something in there that might make them apply. So I've got one here to lead design and design planning of new high budget homes with management of full process of client scoping, etc. So that's designed for a candidate that I think might want the full responsibility of the spec. An alternative could be something like this. So option B, I've roughed out, which is Acumen Construction builds high-budget residential housing in London, known for its ability to weave architectural creativity into practical solutions. So what I'm really using this for is to think about what might attract the sort of candidate that I'm looking for and might make my job stand out from a listing of many. So moving down through the page, we then need to select the category. So obviously it's architecture and design. There's also an option here to select some skills. And I'm just going to paste into here some skills that I particularly want in my job description. So software, the right type of architecture, project management. But what I'm also going to do is put in skills that I think the person that I want might be searching for, because that's what they want to do. So I'm also going to add into here architectural design, because that's something I'm offering in my role. Okay, so that's that page completed. You can preview at any time, but for now, let's just go on. So then we move on very simply to employment type. Well, it's a full-time job. Contract type, it's permanent. My job is a hybrid role. and the office or site is going to be in London. And you can pull from Tom. London. Start date's optional, mine as soon as possible, so I don't need it. Candidate experience level, I think this is going to be a reasonably senior person. I want them to run the whole project, so mid-senior level. They don't need any languages, but if it was a remote site, perhaps they would. And unfortunately, I'm not net zero compliant, so I can't select that. Moving on from there. How much would you like to pay? Well, again, I've asked the AI, and they say that a salary is between 45 and 85, which is quite a wide range to play with. So my salary is annual. And I'm going to take a guess that my range is going to be at the higher end because it's London and because it's an experienced person. However, this is something that BuildMyTalent can help with a little bit more. We do have access to get up to the minute data on salary levels in roles that are specific to regions, that will tell you how people are paying in the pool that you're competing for. And also it'll give you information on what the level of competition is in terms of how many jobs and how many applicants. So do bear in mind, you can give us a shout if you need a bit more help with this section. Okay, there is an option not to put a salary, but we know that it significantly reduces the response levels. So it's not something that we recommend. Supplementary pay, well, it's very obvious in here. But for me, I'm just going to put bonus, and I'm going to stipulate the holiday, which is 28 days. And we also offer a pension, which is contributory. And we offer a share purchase scheme, so I'm going to put that in there too. And I think that's all I have to say on benefits. Let's go on. Supporting documents. So bear in mind, these are mandatory. So if you don't want to reduce the response too much, CV only. Obviously, you have the option of demanding covering letters and portfolios if you wish. If it's multiple roles, then you can add more. So I might have 2 architects that I need in London. And an application deadline date. You can review this. So I'm just going to put the end of the month for now. I want to be moving forward in a couple of weeks. So this brings us on to the next section, which is screening questions. Our screening questions are what we call killer questions. So if somebody gives the wrong answer, then you're not going to see their CV. They're going to get a polite rejection email from this process. So only put screening questions in that you really want to rule people out on. So the first one is going to be one designed to reduce my workload as much as possible. And that's, do you have the right to live and work in the UK? My next question is going to be something that I would find a little bit harder to screen out in a CV, and that's, do you have the experience of overseeing the build process? I feel that's necessary for this role, and that's going to be hidden in the small print. And my third question, again, is going to be something that that is going to take me a little while to find in some CVs, and I need experience of CAD software. Now, obviously, the answer that I'm looking for all of these is yes. So if anybody answers no to any one of these questions, I'm not going to see their CV. So just be a little careful here that you don't narrow the response down too much. And that's the end of the process. So what you'll see here is your job, which starts with the job description. You remember that small sub-description? That doesn't appear on the main page. So when somebody clicks on your ad, whatever branding you've put at the head of it, that's the first thing that they're going to see. And then they've got the full details following on. These are the skills which are searchable. They've got the pay and benefits, and you can see here just along the right hand side a summary of the type of role, including that it's London based but hybrid, salary levels, so very easy for the candidates to find their way around. That little sub description that we filled in, that's what you're going to see on the listings, not on the main job page. And now it's ready. All you need to do is publish the listing.